Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Losers Bracket Finals. We are kicking off game number 2 here from the MLG TV Arena in Columbus, Ohio. Fwiz, game number 1, Most Wanted, pulling it out in a very narrow victory.
Yeah, I loved watching what they did in that last minute and a half, and that whole team, mine obviously Huddle struggled, but that whole team was just killing it that game.
They outslayed OpTic Gaming, without a doubt.
They outslayed OpTic Gaming when it mattered the most. So Most Wanted taking that game number 1. So what I said is if MW took game number 1, OpTic, this is like, it's kind of a no-brainer, but they have to win Search and Destroy because I don't think they've got, that they're going to be able to come back 3 straight. So this Search game for OpTic, they have to tie up this series here.
Right.
So this is big. And it's not like Most Wanted can't hang in Search and Destroy. So they know this. And Scump, he might have won 0-8, but traditionally speaking, that's not reflective of his stats in Search and Destroy.
Yeah,
especially against his team.
This man went big against Most Wanted in the online league during the regular season. We'll see if he can do it on land today, but really, I think the key player to watch from that OpTic crew is going to be Proofy again. He is the defenseman. Yeah. He is the one who has to lock down loading, and he did a great job of doing that yesterday. We'll see if he can do it once again. Guys, while we're waiting on the map to load up, we want to give a reminder, of course, Advanced Warfare. This is the final day of Call of Duty Ghost here at MLG.
Yes, it is.
Advanced Warfare is just around the corner, and on Tuesday, OpTic will be playing Advanced Warfare. I get to take a look at the new Codcast mode. It is going to be a fantastic broadcast. That's going down 3 p.m. Eastern, October 28th, this coming Tuesday.
You're going to commentate. So, like, the OpTic's going to be playing, and you're going to be able to go in and use broadcaster mode. I'm going to be all over watching that broadcast.
It's going to be fun,
I can't wait,
friend.
man. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready for some Advanced Warfare.
I'm ready as well. So here we go. Search and Destroy Warhawk. Game number 2. Most Wanted leads in the best of 5, 1-0. We'll see if OpTic will even it up, or if Most Wanted will put them on the ropes. Who's your player to start with?
Look, let's go with, since OpTic's going to be on offense, you and I both like watching offense a lot on Search and Destroy. Let's go with Proofy since you want to see how he locked it down. Now, if he doesn't move too much, we can jump off him, but I'd like to start off with him.
Now here, I have something interesting. I always go into third person now when we kick off some S&D. You can see some toys on the back of OpTic Gaming. We got Clay and Scumpy. Feeling a little bit reckless.
Look at you, man. Ooh. Look at your skills.
Clay going in, my friend.
All right, let's see.
Nope, not going to see anything yet.
No, nobody down there for him to make it exciting.
And it looks like we got an issue. Huddle and Spacely dropping out of the game, so.
That's a forfeit. OpTic wins game number 2.
There we go.
Yeah, I knew the crowd would support that. I'm just kidding, just trolling. Hey, man, but I've had some game battles. People try to pull that one on me. It's not going to fly.
All right, I want to send it down to the analyst. I mean, we got Ben, Maven, and TP over here. They've been watching the games all weekend long, and I got to get the thoughts here. S&D, who is going to be the favorite team coming into this one, knowing that the map is Warhawk, guys?
All right, welcome back to the desk here. Now, I do want to talk about the S&D, obviously, but first off, Teep, what did you see in that game 1? How did Most Want to bring it back?
It's just great job starting off by Classic. I think we started off like 17-4, 17-5, just to keep them in the game on that first half. Otherwise, I feel like OpTic Gaming would have taken that lead by like 30, maybe 40 points. So good job by him keeping them in the game in that first half. And then in that second half, the slaying of Spacely just basically took over. He was just rotating big. He had a couple kills at C where he bought like 10 seconds, 12 seconds for his team to rotate across the map, get that neutral at A at the last couple of seconds there, and that last kill at C was able to really secure it, and they won by like 3 or 4 points. So just huge plays by him. I think he dropped 32 kills. Really hard to do. But like I said, if you're OpTic, I don't play MW on Strike Zone. The vetoes, I
said that right away, but they've kept consistent. It's been octane. But yeah, I know you felt that that's one you don't want to play them on. Now, Ben, going into game 2, obviously as casters, we've got a ton of experience watching these guys play S&D. Who do you think the key players are to watch in this one?
To be completely honest with you, you need to look at nature a lot in Search and Destroyers. I think, we have it all year somewhat. You know, you heard Puckett earlier on say he could potentially be the best Search and Destroy player in the game right now. So a lot of pressure really on nature's shoulders.
Don't tell Killer that.
I know, yeah. Killer maybe, hopefully he isn't in the venue and he heard that because he'll probably come at Puckett later on. But that's neither here nor there. For me, nature, really important factor in this Search and Destroy. You need to make sure that he's feeling comfortable. And, he has some great strategies as well for OpTic Gaming, but one thing's for sure, Most Wanted, they are here to play, and they really took it to OpTic Gaming in game number 1.
Absolutely. Now, TP, same question to you. Who's the big player, key player from either side for this game, too?
For me, it's like what Ben said before. Which OpTic team are we going to see? Are we going to see that the Scumpy that went 0-8 on Friday, or we're going to see him go off with the sniper and get these picks, especially Nate Shot as well. He was having really strong search and destroy games, dropping 11, 12 kills basically every map. I don't know, man. It's got to be Nate Shot. It's got to be Scump to step it up on this Warhawk. They've been really, really shaky on it throughout this tournament so far. Right. It's up to those two to bring it back for OpTic here.
All right, great stuff there from TP and Vincent. As always, let's throw it back up the pucket and Fwiz as we get ready for Game 2 action.
Yeah, TP knows what he's talking about. I agree wholeheartedly with all of that.
Yeah, Scumpy's got to be big today, man. He was quiet last night. Let's see what he's up to. He's got that sniper on the back, and he is going to be looking mid-street, no challengers here. And really, I think where OpTic failed on Friday is they let their opponents get too aggressive on defense.
Yeah,
if Most Wanted does that to them again, they're going to be in trouble.
That's why Scump's watching that A alley over there to see if they're going to push all the way through and try to flank them at B. And they're not, so they're not playing aggressive. They're actually in a pretty standard setup. You've got 1 and 10, one outside water tower for Most Wanted.
There it is.
Wow, Clay with the Kobe. In that same second, though, Huddle was able to pick off Proofy, so it is a 3-3. Now, the bomb is going to go down. He's got it on a good side. He's going to be able to run into the post office, and he's got coverage by Clayster, so they're good to go. Great plant by OpTic. Clay did see somebody at water tower there, so he's able to call it out. And Huddle just with a 6-shot takes out Clayster with a sniper rifle of his own.
Challenge at post.
Wow, he just gets taken out. So you've got Scump all by himself in a 2v1, and he doesn't have an AR, so Huddle.
I can't wait to see that. Man, the defuse, we're not going to see the kill cam, but Huddle getting 3 that round.
Dude.
2 snipers.
3 snipes.
3 snipes.
Yeah, 3 snipes. He got the pick on Proofy. He got Clayster, who scoped in, so he just won that snipe, especially when Clay knew that Huddle was there. And then Scump was in a tough situation because he had a Vector. He couldn't post up with an AR and watch that bomb, but he shot him through the fence, bro. I mean, that was dirty.
We're watching Huddle without a doubt here.
We owe it to him.
And this man, he's got pistol in hand, trying to get in position as fast as possible. You can see the spread. OpTic playing very slow on defense. Just one player hanging way back by the 18-wheeler. Everyone else making their way over towards this loading area. And it looks like first nade going to go out from Huddle. The Semtex not going to connect here. And we're going to see a snipe coming in. That was Clay. Bomb is going down. Let's see if Clay's got eyes on it.
So that was a nice pick by Clay, but it also was a really good job by Most Wanted to get down. However, Scump was able to pick Spacely as Spacely ran away in a post and slacked. That Clayster, if you're going to challenge White Truck, you better win that against an AR. So a costly mistake for Clay. They've got to move in there. It is a 3v2 in favor of OpTic. A nice shot by Nate Shot. Just clean, taking him off the back White Truck. He's going to go for the bomb defuse. He needs to get some coverage as Classic with an AR on this White Truck. I don't think they expected 2 players over there. They got to push him with 17 seconds left.
That's 2.
Classic taking everybody. He's going to clutch this. He's got this. He's going to clutch this. There's no way that OpTic can win it.
All right.
No, he doesn't have enough time to get it.
Does he?
No, he doesn't. He's not going to get it. Yeah.
Classic by just enough time. I thought Proof could get there with 7.5 left. I was wrong. He's going to blow up.
Sick.
And that is a 2-0 start here for Most Wanted.
Dude, they played that phenomenally. I mean, what threw OpTic off there was that the White Truck, they thought they cleared that player with Nate Shot's really good snipe. They didn't anticipate another proned out player there. We didn't either, to be honest with you. So that was what was a costly mistake. And Nate Shot went for the defuse. He couldn't get the coverage, and they broke apart. So 2-0 lead. Most Wanted, both those rounds playing impressive. I got to give it to them.
All right, we got some ARs out on the Most Wanted side, 2 of them to be exact. And on the other side, you're going to see this early pick. It looks like first shot going to miss. Scumpy reloading is going to get challenged by 2 players over here at A. Bomb should be able to get this one pretty easily over on B. And we'll see, can Scump stay alive?
And Nate Shot's going to be able to get the bomb down. He doesn't get picked off while he doesn't. So good setup. When you get the bomb down in a Warhawk, you start feeling good. I mean, this is a good spot for them to be. Slacked, however, is going to pick up Scump, who was out there a little bit. So they're going to move around the back. Clayster's going to get the call out.
He's got to be ready.
And he knows that somebody's going to be coming here. However, he didn't see somebody go top there. So that player's going to throw Clayster off by surprise because he completely missed it, not going to anticipate it. Nate Shot's got somebody outside.
Injured, and he challenges,
and he
man.
challenged it. He didn't need to go out and push that. So it's a costly mistake for them. They're just losing these small situations here. Slack's going to go push him. He's stunned, shooting up, and that's it. So nice play by OpTic. They're going to win the round. Well played there, though.
I like how Slack, he's like, I know what's going to happen.
Once he got stunned.
We're going to see it from Clay's perspective.
Yeah.
And Slack just, he knows it's going to be 2-1.
He only had like 12, I think he only had like 12 seconds there, so even if he did get the kill on Clay, there's nothing he could do.
Good fast plan from OpTic, we should point that out. So now it's going to be Most Wanted. They got the bomb down early last time. Classic buying enough time in the 3v1 to get their second attack. So here we go. Huddle going to be pushing in first, is going to try and get this early pick.
So OpTic going with a little bit of a different setup where they keep 2 tank. Now they've got somebody going to water tower. So the setup that they're in is pretty traditional. Now you've got a player back in spawn watching A, so you know that OpTic's not going to push all the way around A flank. And Huddle's going to get, that's a very critical kill on Clayster. He's got one more water tower, but Space is going to be able to get this bomb down, so they won't challenge water tower yet. And good setup by MW here off the get-go, as now they just have to acknowledge this water tower player.
And there's 2 of them there, it looks like. Proofy and Scump trying to get kills. Down goes nade shot. Huddle with his second AR kill. And here's a nade at Proofy's feet. He's cleaned up.
Jeez,
Everyone
man.
dies. Huddle again, a 3-kill round. He is 6-2 now.
Slacked had a good shot off the white truck to take out Proofy, and then this knife kill was the round any kill cam as Huddle was able to just get that. And I think that was Scump that he killed there.
Slide in and
Most
getting
one
it
is
done.
playing great. Actually, I should say Huddle is really playing great. The rest of the team's playing exactly how they should be, but Huddle's doing something special each round here to get the round win.
Yeah, when you look at Huddle's stats, they're not the most impressive thing in the world online, but when you get this man on land, he is doing big things today. You're going to see the battle going down at A once again. Scumpy's in charge of watching that back flank. Meanwhile, we're going to see some support this time as Clayster is going to be right next to Scump. Early sniper angle, and it looks like the nades come in 2 at a time. And man,
So they keep playing the same spots there. I think that they just got them. I mean, they just hit the nades there perfectly, both of them at the same time. They obviously was well orchestrated. Clayster able to pick up a kill, but Proofy's all alone here, and he did see that player though. Nice shooting by Proofy to get that kill.
he's got
on Classic.
54 seconds, man.
He's got time to work with here. You know, he's going to be able to go get the bomb and make a play here.
And this is interesting. Most Wanted did not know the bomb was down.
Yeah, no one called bomb down there. Nobody's by it. They actually are rotating back to A because they think Proofy has the bomb and went to A. So both of them sticking with the strategy of instead of splitting the map up, staying together. Proofy's going to get the bomb. Now, he's got to know that they rotated to A, and I would actually go to A, but he's going to get caught here right in the middle if they see him. And
there
they
it
do,
is.
yeah. What Proofy did was right. I like what he did because knowing that they probably rotated to A since they weren't around here, he should do that as well because they'll find themselves going to B. Just timing, like he was almost there, dude. If he cleared that side of the tank, they were back to B and he would have got the bomb off. So it's the little things in Search and Destroy. It really is.
Most Wanted looks primed to take game
did you
number
hear
2.
him? They just called it too. They said they're not flanking. So you have Most Wanted. We can hear in the comms slightly. They just said they're not flanking. So now they're going to do a hardcore A push but at the same time, OpTic's playing this one for the A push. So they actually are going to counter MW really well here. But MW getting 2 very critical kills.
Clay's the key player here.
Yes. OpTic set up to stop this A. They, for the first time, did a 3-man push to A.
And it looks like we had an issue.
Bomb glitch.
All right, 4-1 though, and we'll see who's going to be up, who's going to be down on the other side of this, but let's send it down to the boys here. Guys, 4-1, Most Wanted opening up hot. Huddle, 8-2 so far in this game. Thoughts?
All right, welcome back to the desk. Teep, give me your thoughts on this. I know we talked at length during that, what stuff we thought OpTic was doing wrong. Let's tell the viewers in our discussion.
Starting off that first round, Huddle hitting those 3 snipes. Those are very difficult shots to hit from the water terror area, so props to him winning that first defensive round. But what I'm seeing from OpTic is just they're doing the same sort of strategies. You saw Scump running that overkill sniper, watching flank, just getting naded every time. You can't go to the same spot when they realize what you do the round before. He's getting first blooded for no reason. Need to change up what they're doing. Also, on their defenses, they're playing a 3B setup. When you do that with ARs, you're slow. You cannot let them plant. Spacely literally just walks up to the bomb, plants, gets out, and OpTic's pretty much screwed. MW is doing a good job of just rotating throughout that white truck area. When someone dies, another person fills into that spot. It's the power spot on that map, especially when you have bomb down. You just waste time. You see Classic winning easy rounds.
I could listen to you talk about Call of
I
Duty
know, right? It's so
forever. But Ben, what do you think? What does OpTic Gaming need to do now to hop back in this one? Because if they go down 0-2, I just don't see them winning this series.
Yeah, a big thing really is not allow Classic to get a 1v3. You know, we
Yeah,
saw him get a clutch, but it's more like how he got that clutch. You know, they knew where he was, and 1-by-1 players ran at him, and Classic, all he had to do was stay alive, and he played it absolutely perfectly. Proofy ultimately killed him, but just didn't have the time to get the defuse. But looking at the way that OpTic are playing in this Search and Destroy, it's kind of, you know, touching on what TP said, they're doing the same thing. You know where Scumpy's going to be now. You know, we saw Most Wanted in that last round just double nade both Clay and Scump at the start, and immediately that creates a 4 versus 2 situation. OpTic need to think outside the box, do something different, even if it's like a 4-man mid-street rush. Just do something high risk, just see if you can get out of that groove of doing everything the same.
All right, well, a lot of knowledge there from you guys as far as the S&D game goes. Anything you want to add, Teep, about going forward in this series? I mean, what are your thoughts? If OpTic does go down 0-2, they're down, 4-1 right now.
4-1 right now, yeah.
If they do go down 0-2, what can they do? I mean, what do you think?
It's going to be tough. They have a Freight Blitz coming up, I believe, which OpTic Gaming has proved to be very, very strong at. That's really the momentum that they need to get back into it, but they cannot go down 0-2 here.
All right, back to Puckett and Fwiz. Let's get this one started.
Thanks, guys. And as you can see, it's going to be a 3-on-2 to start this one off. The buddy system being put in use here by Nadeshot and Clay. They're guessing it's going to be a B plant, and they're going to be unhappy about this one. You see Most Wanted set up early for the back A flank, and we'll see how Nade and Clay decide to play this.
So White Truck was back there to spot any players that want B. They know that player called them out, so they know they can plant A, no problem. And they're going to do just that, so the bomb does get down. They've got a really good setup. I mean, Clay and Nate are going to have to do something special here because Slack is going to cut them off in middle street too. So they're going to actually loop around there. But they got to watch out because Slack is behind them, and he's going to be able to jump down and get him.
He's got no angle yet.
No, he's going to jump down and get him in a second, though. And there he has. Spacely's going to pick up Clayster. Nadeshot stuck here under the steps. He's got somebody right there. He's going to be able to pick up that kill. That's a big one, but he's got to move fast. 19 seconds left. He's got to run. He's got to absolutely run against these guys and pick up the kills.
And Slack finally gets down from his perch.
Yeah,
so
he's not gonna get
support is coming in. Nadeshot playing for the kills at this point, and he is going to go down. So
that Most Wanted, man, and dude, not only are they doing well, they've got the kill count. So like this game,
they're doing everything right.
They're doing everything right, man. I mean, they really are. I'm super impressed with how they're playing. What they did the first game in domination. The fact that, they were tested being on strike zone. They were confident in that map. OpTic picking that, allowing that one to kind of go through and playing game one. And Warhawk S&D, they've been OpTic's been inconsistent on, and you can see here now, it's 5-1. Most Wanted trying to close it out. However, OpTic on the favorable side for this map on offense. And they are liking the A side, but they've got two players. Nadeshot's going to get first blooded by Spacely. Scump's going to take him out, making it a 3v3. Proofy covering the flank as Scump is going to try to move up here. He's got a player right to his right. Shots being fired. Doesn't pick up any of them. Finally does get the kill on Classic.
2 big kills.
And Clay needed to get that one, but wasn't able to do so as Huddle was able to take him out. Now a 2v1 with slacked up for Most Wanted, Proofy, and Scump for OpTic.
I'm ready for this OpTic rally, man. Down 5-1. They need to turn it up here. And they are in a favorable position. Slack, though. Gonna get one. Can he get them both? No! Proofy is gonna clutch it.
Shot that, though. Oh, look how Proofy definitely took damage. Yeah, a lot, actually. Slack was very close to getting that 2-piece.
Scumpy, the key player in that round, though. He won his first crucial gun battle, being able to trade back after Nadeshot was dropped. Then he won the one-on-one versus Spacely. That opened some things up, and you saw Proofy just able to hit those last bullets as Slack was weak.
Oh, man, I honestly am shocked that Proofy didn't die there. Like, Slack was so close to it, but OpTic hanging in there by a thread, so 5-2 here. And this time, Most Wanted's liking the A push.
Spacely just waiting patiently is going to get first blood. I like the aggression here, though.
Scump's going to get behind it, but he's got one on the left. So he moved too quick because Classic was on the delay there a little bit. He was kind of hanging back.
Down 2, man. 2 on 4. This is the final round if Most Wanted takes it. Yeah, and with that bomb down 40 seconds away, this is do or die time for OpTic, and they're both going to fall.
Nice plays by Most Wanted.
Spacely getting 2 in that last round. Nice flank watch, and then he was able to get the bomb plant and finish off Proofy here in your game-ending kill cam. The winners of game number 2, Most Wanted.
They're looking good, brother. They're looking good. Up 2-0. I got to be feeling good. Even the Blitz game, which statistically will be in OpTic's favor to win, they still probably don't care at this point because 2-0, man, is a good feeling. You can even let a map slide at that point. I
got to say, I love this Most Wanted team and their drive because these guys, they warm up 2 hours before every match. They're playing drop zone in the back here, 2-on-2 against each other. They're just getting their gun skill down, and then you saw the chemistry and teamwork paying off in that S&D. We'll see if they can close out the 3-0 or if the OpTic rally will begin. Blitz coming up next.
Whoa.